Welcome back, guys. Thanks for watching another one. I'm gonna give it a shot this way, see how it works out. This is a pretty little shot of Neck Lake right outside of Whale Pass. Very pretty sometimes, all the time. Particularly this morning, water was super calm, just like glass. Almost perfect reflection sometimes. Been cutting on this big old Red Cedar. I think it's about 32 inches, somewhere in that ballpark, I believe. This is a second section of a 16-foot log. I cut it into two 8-footers. A lot easier to handle, and just overall, I think a better product at the end of the day. I'm able to also grab more 8-footers than 16 sometimes. In these cedars, there's a decent amount of taper, and cutting it at 8 foot just makes more sense. Finding center of the tree and then centering it to the rails. Trying to move it over a little bit. And these logs are not always easy to move over, as you guys can tell. This one wasn't bad. It had a little bit of life left in it, but mostly a dead and dry. Float plane flying over. Pretty common. Rails currently aren't my favorite, but they work. I think there could be some improvements to them. Some guys don't use these at all. They would just cut a notch in that 6x6 that I've mounted the rails to. I'm creeping up on the 80 hours on the machine, so I'm gonna have to do my first oil change here pretty quick. So I've opened the face of this log, or the top of this log up. I'm really looking for 1x8s, 1x6s. I have a small order that showed up, so that's what I'm trying to grab. It's a small order. I go ahead and cut the rest of this tree up into 1x6, 1x8, 1x4, where I can grab them. I'm grabbing a 1x8 here. Now I'm doing this in 2 passes. I'm in the horizontal, so I'm not cutting a full 8-inch in the horizontal. I make it in 2 passes. It's a little extra work, but it's ultimately easier, I think. And the times that I have cut full 1x8 in the horizontal like this, I heated up my blade pretty good. Thought I warped it. Pretty boards, gorgeous tree. This tree was a really nice one. Pretty cool color. Like I said, dry. Nice straight grain. Very little knots. So I grabbed a 1x8 there, and now I'm grabbing a 1x4. Works out nice. pretty fresh blade on there. I've been taking the blades off. So I've got a rotation basically. I've got that blade, which is my replaceable tooth blade, and I've got a carbide tooth, fixed tooth blade also. Been using one till I need to sharpen, and then I swap them out, and then once I've got both that are needing attention, I'll take them both home and set up the sharpener at home. Not the best system, but I've got two of them, so yeah. So you can see me backing that out and then running. I'm not making any cut there. I'm just backing the mill. I've backed it out of the cut and then pushed it down, and then I will roll it all the way over to the 8 mark. My stop block I've got set up, and then, so I was able to grab two 8-inch there. I like to get into the vertical cutting as soon as I can, or as soon as it makes sense, I guess. So I'm grabbing as many as I can until it opens up a little bit, but I'm fighting rot on this tree also, so I have to get a little creative. Like zebra stripes. Been having some great weather. Been an awesome summer weather-wise. Really enjoyed it. Probably haven't taken advantage of it like I should have, but I have enjoyed it at least. Got a bunch of hemlocks back there, as you can see behind me. Those are hemlocks. Got another order after this one. Those 2x6s, 8 foot. Back out and then go back down all the way over to 8, and then make my other horizontal. I'm running water as heavy as I think I should anyways when I'm in these type of cuts, pretty much all the time. I would like to, I think, improve the water setup a little bit. I'm not quite sure how yet, but a little bit of quality control. I've also got this line on the back of the board, as you can, that's what I'm really looking at. Probably about a 1/16 of an inch difference. So I was able to grab 2 full 8s wide right there, and now I'm grabbing a 4. Works out really well. Now I'm able to jump into the vertical, so I'm shooting for 6 inches here. So set that right at 6 and off we go. Now I've edged that far side and I've gotten into rot, just trying to get through it. I don't like cutting through the rot. I'd like to just take it all out in one big chunk, but I'm also nervous of cutting too much. Still learning, and the less I cut that rot, the better, I think, for the blade and just overall wasted movement. But I'm still fighting some rot at this far end from here. Doesn't look like it on this end, but there's some rot in there, and I was able to switch back into the horizontal and grab some 1x4s, because that's what was there. Well, the ability to kind of switch around and go to the horizontal if I want, go to the vertical, it's pretty important and pretty helpful. Really nice log. If you watch these boards, they're not peeling off of there really bad. They're just kind of laying flat as I cut. It's not always the case. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thanks for sticking with it. I'm going to try to be a little more regular with this, and let me know if you like this way of doing it or not. I'm just trying to see what works. I ended up with a decent amount of boards from that log, and loading this up, take it to the customer. So milled it today, and I'm gonna be putting it on a shed tomorrow. It's fun to see kind of start to finish stuff like that. I really enjoy that, and it does something for me. Any questions or comments, shoot them down below, and I'll try to get to them as they come in.